It is always interesting to me when I sit down at a table and have a meal with people that I don't know. And this is the sort of thing that sometimes happens at conferences. Sometimes it happens at family gatherings. Sometimes there's a bringing together of multiple families. And what ends up happening is you are seated with people whom you will have relationships with because of weddings, because of being part of a community that someone you love is part of, but that you are visiting for the first or second time. And one of the things that is important for us is to learn how to get to know other people. I really believe that people need to know that others appreciate them. And as you sit down and talk, one of the gifts that you can give to other people is just asking them about themselves, asking them about what their interests are, asking them about what they've developed, asking them about who they are. If you're genuinely interested in other people, they can tell. The way that they tell is when you ask your first question, you're not off to something else. And part of, if you know that God loves you, and if you know that God loves humanity and God loves individuals, it is your call to end up learning how to love other people, learning how to appreciate other people, learning how other people have connected to this present age. Because the truth is this: whatever people are interested in, what they are interested in is something that God created the way for this to come into being, and humanity has, through education, through thought, through technology, and through other means, brought into being something that has partnered with God. Now, I know that a lot of people don't think of horticulture in that way, and a lot of people don't think of philosophy in that way, and I know a lot of people don't think of NASCAR racing in that way, and I could go on with sports, I could go on with culture, entertainment, I could go on with governance, I could go on with a variety of other subjects and topics that seem to be utterly unrelated to each other. But the truth is this: everything that people do, we take the raw materials that God has placed on this planet, we put our interest, our ingenuity, and our curiosity together to try and take what the raw materials are that we have and form them, mold them, fashion them into something that is a creation, that is a marriage of what God has given us and of what we're interested in. And so whenever you take an interest in another person, they have found things that are important to them that is a marriage of what people have found God has provided and what human ingenuity has done. And so I'm constantly talking to people who have interests in different things, who have done different things, who have accomplished different things, or who have appreciated other people's accomplishments in other areas. And I am constantly learning about who they are, what they appreciate, why they appreciate what they appreciate, and how is their area of interest such that it reflects some portion of who God is. That doesn't mean that absolutely everything that we know turns into theology that is correct and perfect, but it does mean that there is a piece of who God is, what God has done, and how God has moved through ingenuity and creativity and humanity that is there to be discovered in the different people whom you have never met before and whom you will be meeting, either in weeks, months, or years ahead. So enjoy who they are. Enjoy what they're interested in. Enjoy where things are going, and look for how God has worked through them in their growth, in their development, and in their maturity. And then take a look at who you are and see if there is a way that you can convey what God has done through your earthly or your secular interests and passions. Because all of this is God's world, and He loves His children who are all diverse and different and interested in different things. And He is seeking for the success of His children, and He is also seeking for them to find Him in whatever they've been interested in. Shalom.